Righto guys, we're down here with Dave from Weightcheck. What we're going to do today is we're going to weigh our caravan and car. I've stripped everything out. It's bare bones. We want to get a tear weight on everything basically.
Yep, good idea.
Wish we had done that last time because that was...
Yep.
So, well, if you're new to the channel, around 15 months ago, Dave actually weighed us before we left on our trip. We found out that we were right on our GCM. We're over on the caravan by about 200 kilos.
About 200, yep.
And we were smack bang on the car. GVM.
Which you've had a GVM upgrade done.
Yes, since then, because that was... So that's the best thing about doing this with someone like Dave is you get all the inside information and help on how to fix your situation.
Yep.
Like, because we came down here so confident that we were under, and then you destroyed our world, basically.
I know, I tried pretty hard at it. The best part about watching that video was when you actually took it back home and I watched you two guys start taking the gear out. And it was interesting to watching the gear coming out. I think there were some dumbbells in there or something.
Mate,
some weights.
And you know what?
Kettlebell and that went pretty good too.
It didn't stop. We left and then we kept taking stuff out.
Yeah.
And then we
But you got there, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. And then we swapped more stuff out because we got the tinny.
Yep.
Which is why we're doing this too, because we do want to take a tinny again.
Yep.
So yeah, we want to get an idea of what we're sitting at empty.
Good idea.
And then, because we know how much we carried last time, we got a good idea on all that stuff.
Yep.
And then we can decide whether the Ranger stays or we get a different car. Yeah, it's
good idea. That's right. And like you say, you've already done this for what, a bit over 12 months going around the place, so you know the stuff that you need to take and you want to take.
Yeah.
And like with what you've done now with the Ranger and taking that, getting all that weight out.
Yep.
It's a matter of them working out what we need to put back in it.
Yeah, that's right.
And the caravan, it'll be interesting to see how close it comes to its original tear.
That's the thing, because you said last time some manufacturers, they've got their compliance plate of their tear, but sometimes they're not really that accurate.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I reckon it'll be close.
So we already know it's going to be a little bit over, or we assume.
A little bit heavier than tear,
Yeah, because it's got a few things added aftermarket. So it's got a diesel heater, the PVC tube on the back that had the anti-flap kit in it, and it's also got 3 extra water tanks. Like I said in the reveal video, it's got 5 water tanks. Like that's 500 kilos. Yeah,
500 litres.
If they're 100-litre tanks.
That's right. And as I said, sir, at the moment, the original van on the compliance plate's got 600 kilos of payload. So the difference between the tear weight and the ATM is 600 kilos. So if you filled all those water tanks up,
that's it.
You've got 100 kilos worth of food to go.
Yeah, and beer. That's how my beer.
Well, I've seen your last stuff with the beer. You usually frequent those nice boutique breweries.
Yeah, we did, mate. A lot of those.
Yeah.
So let's chuck it on the scales. See how we go.
Sounds good.
Hey, just while Dave's setting up and getting ready to chuck this thing on the scales, the tear weight of this van from factory is 2340. Now, our Gator X that we had last year had a tear weight from factory on the compliance plate of 2328. So even though this thing is 24 foot, which is a big girl, big Bertha, it's only technically 12 kilos heavier than the old van. So we're hoping that it's a pretty reliable compliance plate number, but this is why we're doing it. We're really going to find out for sure. How are you feeling about it?
A little bit nervous.
Yeah. I'll have to say I'm nervous too. After last time.
You think you're good,
and
then you're not.
But
hopefully we are.
Yeah, and the thing is this is why we're weighing in now, so we know, so we can rectify it.
Yeah.
We're not like last time 2 days before we're leaving and having to run around.
We're a bit more on top of it this time.
Yeah.
Righto, mate. So we're only going up 60 mil.
Yep.
We've only got to go about half a metre, so just don't gun it. Just take your time with it, and we'll get you up there. Yep, keep coming. Yeah, just coming onto the ramp now. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Beautiful. A little bit more. That'll do you. That was just the chain. Stay there for a minute, mate.
Right. So, car's up on the scales right now. This is going to be interesting because I have stripped everything out, and then we've just got to add the weight of the kids and the dogs, basically.
There we go. So just staying on there for a tick. I'm just going to disconnect the caravan so we can get the car with and without the caravan. That'll allow us to look at axle capacities of the car as well.
Yep, cool.
Won't be a tick. Just coming down now. That'll do you. Beauty. So,
what do we got? he's doing the suspense thing.
Yeah, the reveal. Isn't it cool? Don't forget, we've got to fine tune this when we know exactly how the ball weight. When we do the caravan, we're going to measure the caravan ball weight and wheel weights at exactly the same height it sits on the car.
Yeah.
With what we just did then, the car was up 60 mil higher on those weighing pads, so that means the caravan's a little bit nose up.
Yep.
So with a tandem axle caravan, say we've got dead level ground. Let's say we measure the ball weight. Let's say the ball weight's 200 kilos. If we drop that hitch, it's a tandem axle van, if we drop that hitch 50 mil down, what will the ball weight do? Heavier or lighter?
Heavier.
Heavier? Every 100 people, out of 100 people, 99 people will say it gets heavier. The one person who said it gets lighter wins. It gets lighter. Right. Believe it or not. So what happens is, and this is a tandem axle van.
Yeah.
So as you go down, you would think it gets heavier.
Yeah.
The ball weight actually gets lighter.
Oh, wow.
Because the front axle takes more load.
Yeah.
It's supporting the front of the caravan more.
Yeah.
If you lift the caravan up 50 mil, as you're lifting it up, you're lifting weight off the front axle, and that ball weight's going to get heavier.
Wow. Okay.
Easiest way to describe it, you're a pretty strong bloke. If you grab that hitch and started lifting it up, makes sense, doesn't it? As you lift it up, it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yeah, true.
So your ball weight gets heavier.
Yeah, okay.
With a single axle van, as you go down, it gets heavier. As you go up, it gets lighter.
Yeah, opposite.
But the opposite with a tandem.
Okay.
So when we do the caravan now, though, we're going to measure the caravan at exactly the same height it sits on the car. That's why I measured that, predetermined the height of the hitch.
Yep.
Because that's what I want to measure the ball weight at.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
Can you tell us now?
No, haven't got the reveal yet, mate. No, it's good. So the car with the van on, 28.48.
Wow. Yeah.
So, hang on, no, you're 3,500.
Yeah.
You're 700 under.
700 under our GVM.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our original GVM was 3,200. We've been upgraded to 3,500. That's the gross vehicle mass of the car. So we just did the car with the van on and the van off. So the car with the van on is 28.48. So that's the car at its heaviest.
Yep.
Then the car with the van off was 26.05. So basically you take those two away, you get the ball weight.
Yep.
And I can't work that out unless your maths is good. That gives you 243. So that's what the ball weight is at the moment.
Okay.
But don't forget, I was saying the van's actually a bit nose up.
Yeah.
So this will probably come down. You want to take a guess of what it goes to?
220.
You'll go 220, Aaron.
I'll go 215.
Okay. And I'll go, what are you going, 220? I'll go 231.
Very specific.
I reckon. We'll see. I could be totally wrong, but I'm thinking we might lose 10.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Next thing is GCM. So GCM's 6 tonne. So at the moment, there's 3 ways you can add up GCM. Easiest way is car by itself, caravan by itself. Add those two together. So the caravan includes the ball weight and the wheel weights.
Yeah.
And the car's just the car by itself. So we know the car weighs 26.05. Whoops, 26.05. Take that from GCM, leaves us 33.95. So as the car sits there right now, it means the caravan could physically weigh nearly 3,400 kilos.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's only got an ATM of 29.40.
Yeah,
So we've got plenty left in our GCM. The only thing we've got to account for is we're going to put the kids in, and we're going to put other stuff in there as well.
And the van, everything in the van.
So that's just where we'll talk about it later, about that ATM upgrade. It might come into play yet.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Righto, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the caravan up on the scales, and we're going to disconnect the car from the caravan, put the tow ball scale in there, and see how close she comes to the original tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to go.
It's the time. Find out if the van's good.
So what we're doing is we're going back to the same height we were on the car,
Yep.
but 60 mil higher all up because we're up 60 mil higher there.
Yep.
So the Caravan's at the same attitude it was on the car, except we're all 60 mil higher.
Cool.
And that's important in ball weight. As far as ball weight, we want to make sure that we're measuring that ball weight at exactly the same height it sits on the car.
Yeah, okay. Otherwise, it's not a true reading like you
That's
showed us
right. It
before.
might not change by much, but it will change a little bit.
Yeah. Oh. You said 231, didn't you?
231.
Yeah, you're the closest.
There's the winner.
Yeah.
24,
24.40.
That's so it's 100 more than what it's plated.
Yeah. 499 kilos
Payload in it.
left.
Yep.
So we're 100 kilos heavier than T.
Yeah. Yep. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Look, it could have gone a couple of ways. It could have been extremely high and I would have just been blown away. And,
Well, what do we got? We've got 3 water tanks.
yep.
What do you reckon they were?
So they were about 10 to 15 each. So if we said maybe 40, 45 kilos, diesel heater would probably be 5 kilos, maybe altogether.
Yeah,
Well, you
diesel
got the a little bit, not much though.
Say 10 all up.
Yep. And then you got that tube on the back, which would be now a couple
Nothing
of
in it,
kilos.
is it?
Yeah, nah, nothing in it.
It'll be 5 or 6 kilos.
Probably, yeah. And then
Well,
just
there's 60.
aftermarket tyres.
Yeah, probably a different size tyre than
Yeah.
the original. So there's 60. So we're not.
It's not too bad,
It's
hey?
not too far.
Yeah.
We could still have a little bit of water in the lines.
Yep.
Or a bit of water in each tank. We could have.
Or in the hot water system, like
Hot
we
water
just said.
system's
yeah.
20 litres?
Yeah. So that's full at the moment.
Okay, so there's hot water's 20. So there's 80 kilos
Yeah.
we can account for. So
Yeah.
we're within a flies of it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Righto. So we've got a bit of paperwork to go through here, and we'll do a little test at the end of it.
Yeah.
We got it all right. So it looks confronting, but trust me, it's not. So what we do, I'll show you how it works on this page, the last page.
Yeah.
It's called a weight profile. So basically, when you hook those two things together, you've got 6 compliance ratings, plus we've also got to look at the axle capacities of the car. So the 6 main compliance ratings are the ones that Queensland Police and Queensland Transport last year were fining people for.
Yep.
So the fine comes from Queensland Transport, not from Queensland Police, so there's no loss of demerit points. However, it is a $270 fine per infringement. So potentially you've got 6 times $270 there.
Ouch.
Potentially. Yeah. So what we do here is we do 1 page on the Caravan, 1 on the vehicle. So what we're doing is basically putting everything on the compliance plate. Now, the Caravan's completely empty. We've got no water. We've got 2 full gas bottles. All the details on the compliance plate. Then all we're doing is adding all the wheel weights and the ball weight. Same thing with the car. We had 2 people in it. We got a full fuel tank. We got a bull bar. We got a canopy and a toolkit. Once again, all the individual wheel weights and axle weights. So all that data bounces across to this page. So this is right at the moment. We can see what we've got left in each of those 6 ratings.
Yep.
So Caravan to start with. There's no maximum ball weight compliance on the Caravan compliance plate, so
Yep.
it's governed by the car. So we can have 350 kilos of download on the Ranger. We've got 235 actual weight, which means we're 115 under. Next one is gross trailer mass. So gross trailer mass is the weight imposed on the Caravan's wheels or axles. It's allowed to be 2750. We've actually got 2206 on those 4 wheels, which means we're 544 under that rating. Lucky last, aggregate trailer mass, total weight of the Caravan disconnected from the car. So it's the ball weight plus the wheel weights, the jockey wheels off the ground. We're allowed to be 2940. That plus that gives us 2441. So we're just on 500 kilos underweight.
Yeah.
So we know from that the Caravan is about 100 kilos heavier than its original tear, and looking at what we've just looked at, we can see where that 100 kilos is roughly, within reason. That ball weight right at the moment represents 9.6% of the Caravan weight. So ideal ball weight, somewhere between 9% to 11%. So if you've got a Caravan that weighs 3 tonne, ideal ball weight's 10% at 300 kilos. Excuse me. Next is the car. Car can legally tow 3.5 tonne. The Caravan only weighs 2441, so we're a bit over 1,000 kilos under the legal towing capacity of the car.
Yep.
The next 2, gross vehicle mass. So your car, original GVM, gross vehicle mass is 3,200. You've had it upgraded to 3,520. The car by itself, without the Caravan, with just the pair of you guys in it, weighs 2,605, which means we've got 915 kilos left. Then when we add the caravan onto the car, hook the caravan on the car rather, that ball weight now becomes part of that gross vehicle mass. So we can still only weigh 3520. With the ball weight, the car at its heaviest weighs 2840, which means we're still 680 kilos underweight.
Yeah.
Lucky last, gross combination mass, Ford says that car and whatever you're towing, whether it be a caravan or a horse float, can weigh 6 tonne. All those weights add up to 5046, so you're 954 kilos under. So that's pretty much your base rate now, what you can do.
Yeah.
Totally workable.
Very.
What we need to do now is you need to get to it and start ripping gear out and doing whatever you're going to do.
Hey, she's getting me to work. You don't need to get me to work, do?
And then we need to reweigh it, I reckon,
Yeah.
when you're ready to put gear in it.
Yeah.
So,
Happy days.
yeah, it is. It's good. It's good. It's beautiful, old van.
Yeah, it is. I can't
Well,
wait
it's
to
not
get
that
into
old.
it.
How
No,
was
it's
it?
not.
15 years or something.
Yeah, 14 years. It feels like it's old.
It's older
compared
than
to
the Gator.
compared to the flash one we just left.
Yeah. But it's totally workable. Have
Yeah.
a look at it. It's in fantastic condition.
Yeah.
You know, it'll and it's got everything you need.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's good.
so we'll go do this work to it. I'm happy with the situation now. Are you happy, Erin?
I am happy.
Yep,
Even
and then,
though it looks massive behind the Ranger.
yeah.
You know it is all.
It's legal
Yep.
at the moment.
Yep.
And then
My
we'll
word.
see you probably in a month's time.
Yep. All good.
Awesome.
Get to it.
Thank you, mate.
Okay. See
Appreciate
ya.
it.
Bye.
Well, happy days, guys.
All worked out well.
It really has. I am quite stoked. Everything's pretty much happened how I hope it would. And
Yeah,
normally it doesn't work like that.
No, we always said something would happen and, you know, it would all just kind of fall into place, and this time it really has.
It's bloody falling into place. I still get my tinny.
Hopefully.
So what this basically means, we're going to keep the Ranger, yeah?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Okay. But it means we will change up the Ranger. So
Yeah.
we're going to do a few things to it, change up how it is.
I'm going to try and keep that pretty light, basic. Yeah, just make it suitable for the dogs.
Yes. Anyway, we've got a lot of work to do now. We're going to do the reno on this van. And I'm working at the same time. There's lots going on.
There is lots going on.
I'm excited though.
I'm going to have to pull my sleeves up and do some hard work in here.
Some painting. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to take you along for the ride. You're going to see everything we do to this, and then we'll get it reweighed in the end.
Also, big thanks to Dave from Weightcheck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What a legend.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome bloke and very, very knowledgeable and helpful. So
yeah, so we'll actually drop his details in the description.
Yep.
If you need your van weighed, he's in the Brisbane area,
Yep.
but they also have franchises elsewhere like Darwin, Sunny Coast, Coffs Harbour, a few other places.
Yep.
Once again, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
See ya.